Hello, YouTube community. This is Sammy from California with a new build. I'm going to be building this Revell Porsche 918 Spyder. Um, this is one of those kits I bought quite a while back, and that I just wasn't comfortable building. It's got a lot of parts. It has 138 parts. And at the time when I bought it, my skill level was not as good, I guess, if you want to say my skill level is any good back then. So the reason I'm building this one is because I'm on hold on my other build, the 55 Chevy. What happened there is I painted the body, everything was nice, and I went out and bought some Duplicolor Perfect something, I forget what it's called, but it's a clear. And that actually worked on the paint. It didn't wrinkle it like I've been having trouble with the Duplicolor, the Rust-Oleum. So after it dried, I looked at it and I noticed that it was kind of dull. I didn't really care for the shine on it. That's why I like to use that Rust-Oleum crystal clear. Um, so I decided, why not? So I wet sanded it, and then I put the Rust-Oleum on top of that, and no issues. It was a nice shine. The only problem is I did a little no. I had the clear, it ran on me. So I tried to buff it and see if I could take some of the run out, and it didn't work. I basically burnt it through the paint. So now the model is in the purple pond, and it'll take a while because there's quite a few layers of clear on it. So, anyways, so my new project is going to be the Porsche 918 Spyder. And I went out and purchased some splash paint. I wanted to try that paint. I've heard all kinds of good stories of it. Also about their two-part 2K clear. We'll try that too. I may be asking people how to use this paint because I've never used it before. So, I had one other little thing. If you're building that 55 Chevy sometime in the future, just had a few things I wanted to point out to you. Right here on this pin that goes to the tire, goes in this hole. Well, this hole is too small for that hole. So don't mount this until you've drilled out that hole and make sure this pin goes through. All right. The other issue is the tie rod. When you connect it to this part right here, it just falls out. So what I did was heat up a, hobby knife blade, and I just touched that end and squished it so it would get bigger, and now it doesn't fall out. So that's a couple tips. Also, there's no instructions anywhere to mount the engine. So on the oil pan, there's a little pin, and it goes into this. Right, it's underneath. So this is the bottom, and so the engine goes on top of here, and then it mounts to the frame. It mounts to this right here, right in there. See it? There's the engine, but it doesn't show you installing it. So right here, there's a little transmission mount, and that mount is too thick. You're gonna have to do some filing and make it smaller so the engine fits flush. Because if you don't, the engine is actually kind of sitting cockeyed like. So those are a couple tips in case you decide to build this kit. It's not the greatest kit. This rear end is really just cheapy like, but I like the body style, so I'm just worried about the paint job. Also, I lost these two um, shock absorbers, so I made my own, and they came out okay. They don't look like this, but they look okay. So, anyways, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll have more updates on the Porsche and the 55 when I get some progress in it. Thank you for watching, and everybody have a good day. Make sure to wear your mask.